IHTN Sports.
Welcome to Indian Hill High School. I'm Grant Moranis alongside Alex Vasali and Parker Perry to bring you this CHL matchup between the Indian Hill Braves as they host the Mariemont Warriors. First off, I'd like to say welcome back, Parker Perry.
Hey, thank you guys. Thanks for having me. This is a really exciting night.
I'm sure it is. What are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I mean, if you look at Indian Hill's side, they've definitely lost a lot of talent over the years. I mean, they used to be one of the dominant Division II women's basketball programs in the state. Now they've taken a step back, but they can definitely still compete for the CHL title, which is really all you can ask for at this point. And we have a league matchup today. They need to win this game to stay in first place, so a huge game tonight.
For sure. The Braves, not coached by Scott Rogers anymore, now new coach David Marshall. Alex, what are your thoughts on the team under Coach Marshall?
Well, first off, I'd like to welcome Parker back. But second, I like the hire. You know, he coached for NKU as an assistant. But I like the hire. He brings an intensity to this program. Really, you're not missing anything from Coach Scott Rogers. Almost the same style of coaching there.
Very true. Let's take a look at our key players for tonight. First, we've got Meredith Garrison. Parker, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, Meredith Garrison, really, I mean, she's the engine that makes the train run here for Mariemont. Alex, you've taken a look at her. I mean, she really is a good player.
Yeah, she really is. You know, defensive player in there. She averages about 7 blocks a game. I mean, she has these great games where she has 7 blocks a game, 8 blocks a game, and sometimes she'll have 0, but score more on the offensive side.
Alex, what about Nicole Bell for Indian Hill?
Well, Nicole Bell can do it all. Offense, defense, just about anything. She actually signed a letter of intent to go to Ball State next year, where Parker can tell us more about the MAC there.
Yeah, I mean, really, the MAC is a really good basketball school. Let's pause for the national anthem, and I'll get back to it. Nicole Bell, I've been watching her since 7th grade, okay? I mean, I was the scoreboard operator for her teams and everything. She was amazing at 7th grade level. Then she went to 8th grade, got better, and even her freshman year, she dominated in the varsity level. Now she's a senior. Signed a letter of intent to Ball State, like you said. Don't think bad about that. Ball State is a really good basketball program, and she's going to develop her game at the collegiate level. I cannot wait to follow her all the way through college. Really, Nicole Bell is one of the greatest Indian Hill basketball players to ever go, let alone in the women's program.
She's a great, exciting player, plays with a lot of intensity and quickness. Those two will be helping their teams to victory. Hopefully, let's see what some of the keys are. Well, for Mariemont, obviously, like you guys were talking about, Nicole Bell is a very strong player, and Mariemont will do their best to keep her time limited, to keep everything that is Nicole Bell limited. They also have to play to their tempo. Indian Hill plays an up-tempo style, and could be hard for Mariemont to handle, so they might need to slow it down. And they need to play strong down low. They've got a weapon in Garrison that they can use down low, and they need to play good defense down low. Alex, what are your thoughts for Indian Hill's keys?
Well, they got to take the way of the ball. They run a really good press defense, and that's where they're strong at. They got to play strong defense, take the ball away, and get on the fast break. That's what they've been used to, and that's where it's keeping up the up-tempo pace. You know, you got to keep the ball going, push it down the court, get those fast break opportunities there.
Well, we're going to head to live action now as we get set for tip-off. And a ball bounced around a little bit, picked up by Indian Hill. Indian Hill swinging the ball around the perimeter to start their half-court offense.
Yeah, really, this is where Mariemont needs to make a defensive stand. They cannot let Indian Hill get half-court points because there's not going to be any stopping.
Well, there's one right there, Nicole Bell taking it baseline and floating it in. Perry from the corner this time, just off the mark. Mariemont will come up with the rebound.
I like the way Mariemont's playing their defense so far. They have not let Bell get into the game yet. 0 points so far. But the thing about Nicole Bell, or 2 points so far. I guess it's not bad so far. She gets to the free throw line when I'm saying that, but she brings her team into the game. It's one other thing she does well.
And just on that play, really an incredible play. She got the rebound. For as small as she is, she gets the rebound, pushes it up court, draws the foul, drains her first shot. I mean, what more can you ask from a play?
That's everything you want in a player. get to the free throw line, play hard, everything like that.
And she'll go 2 for 2 from the line, and Newton will enter.
She better not pick up a third early in the first quarter.
Yeah, because, I mean, we're still early here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've played 3 minutes.
Do you keep her on the bench a little bit longer?
I would. I mean, she's one of the 3 seniors who are on this team, and to be coming out of the game like that early is not good.
If anything, I would keep her on the bench just to, you know, show her that you can't do that. Although she's a senior, she probably knows. But, like, you could really end this game right now if you go on a big run. So maybe you do get your best players on the court.
Well, Arrington pushed it up there. She's a senior as well. She'll head to the free throw line.
One thing they always say is squash the bug. If you can eliminate your opponent early, do it. Don't let them get any chance to get back in the game. Don't let them do it. It'll come back and haunt you.
Well, her attempts at the line were no good, 0 for 2. Mariemont quickly runs it up court. And a great defensive play by Bell. Mariemont will maintain possession.
I'm not sure about that call. I mean, it clearly bounced off the Mariemont player. But
Poor call.
Bell was avid after that. She thought she deserved it.
I mean, rightfully so. If you miss that call, it's like, okay, are you watching here? But, you know.
Nicole Bell is not the player to complain about that call over and over,
Yeah.
but she knows that she got that ball.
Good offensive rebound. That might be why you want Newton in the game, playing well down low.
Mariemont desperately needs a basket here. Attack the inside. Go to Meredith.
Bell looking to make a play, picks up her first foul of the game.
Her first team's second.
Some troubles to inbound the ball here.
Gotta have a player to throw it in, right?
Mariemont finally gets the ball in bounds.
So did you guys see that crosstown shootout?
Oh, that's just been the talk of the town, hasn't it?
Who won that game, Alex?
UC. They beat Xavier up pretty good.
Oh,
Physically.
that's true.
Hey, they won the crosstown smackdown.
Oh, Yancey Gates. Oh, what was he thinking? Can't win the game, might as well win the fight. As a UC fan, I'll take it.
That's one thing I taught my players this week is don't start fights you can't win. I taught them that.
Now, what if you can win?
Well, then don't start them anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because that's where you get in trouble at that point as a coach.
Well, Bell proves how good she is, and she sinks
Yeah.
a three-pointer from the opposite corner.
I noticed that Mariemont's face guarding her with 2 people, so don't let her get the ball.
Mariemont launches one up. Thought that had a chance, but it rattles out.
Look at
Down
that.
low.
Yes.
Great vision. Great
That's
vision.
great.
That's the up-tempo style that Indian Hill loves to play.
Yeah, I mean, when you have someone like Nicole Bell can find that lane and just, you know, give it off to her teammates, it's really incredible.
Good finish by Arrington down low, forces Mariemont to take their second time out. They are scoreless. Indian Hill leads it 14-0 with just 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Parker, what do you think they're discussing in the Indian Hill huddle?
I mean, they're up 14-0, Grant. So, I mean, you know, just continue what you're doing, I guess. You know,
Yeah, you really
don't,
can't say much of that.
Yeah, I mean, don't take the, you know, not yet at least, don't take your foot off the pedal. Keep going hard, and we'll see where we're at in the first quarter. But this game is really getting ugly really quickly, and it doesn't appear that Mariemont has much of a chance right now.
Well, that's how the style of Indian Hill has always been. Come out and dominate. And when I say dominate, I mean absolutely handle.
Yeah.
They were winning games by, I think, 60 points.
Yeah.
They've won some games. That's incredible.
those are the games you got coaches talking. That's where it also gets controversial. There is, are you running up the score or are you?
Well, I mean, take a look there. We just had a double dribble walking the ball up the court.
Yeah.
You know, it's sometimes your JV is better than their varsity. You know what I mean? And it happens. You know, it's sad, but it happens. And you have to live with it. Just live with it.
When the backups are in, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Tell your backups to not score?
Exactly. I mean, you know,
that's where it gets
this
to
is
the line.
Precious varsity time for them.
Yeah.
And you have to let them play. That's why we're out here. This is why people pay tickets to watch a game, and for them to say, "Oh, well, don't do that." That's ridiculous. I do not agree with that at all. Don't put your star players out there the entire game. But let's play basketball. It's okay. It's just a score.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
Purdue coach Matt Painter said, "Who cares who wins this game 10 years from now?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter 10 years from now." That's why take a look at this. There's the line between letting your backups play and where Xavier was on Saturday, letting some of their star players play with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the XUC game, it's definitely a huge rivalry, and winning by 20 is awesome in that rivalry. It's because you just dominated the in-town opponent. In this case, it's not going to be that. It's not that impressive to dominate by 20 or 60 or whatever we're going to go up to. But, it's just like, I don't know. I just don't agree with making your JV, 10 passes, then a terrible shot.
Yeah.
It just seems silly to me.
Mariemont, let it rain.
They're desperate for a basket here. And finally, gets one in off the hands of Meredith Garrison. Newton come back, and she'll answer with a 3.
You got to stop ball.
Almost a steal there. The replay is being worked on currently right now of that 3-point basket.
Mariemont can't seem to find much more as they'll give up the ball there.
Yeah, that's not too good right there, though.
I thought the shot you really won at this point in the game, but
I mean,
you're up 17-2, so there's not much. I don't know if you say don't take that shot because look at the score right now. Going inside again.
I tell you, this Garrison's pretty good.
Yeah. I go inside until they stop it. If it doesn't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I hate to say it, but Arrington seems a little bit outmatched right now.
Yeah.
Bell using her quickness to get to the basket, and she'll float it in.
I think Garrison has, her offensive moves are better than Arrington's defensive moves on the inside of the game right there.
Well, Bell with another great pass up to Marsh. Unable to finish. Ball kicked around at the baseline, and Mariemont will come up with it.
The Braves got some young talent here. Marsh, Arrington. They got young talent. Perry. They got young talent that's getting a lot of experience on the varsity level right now, and that's gotta help Coach Marshall out in the long run at Indian Hill.
That's really exciting. Like we said, tons of talent lost.
Yeah.
But if you can just start slowly developing that program, quickly you'll find yourself winning CHO titles left and right, and maybe even advancing far in the tournament.
I think that's kind of always been Indian Hill's style, develop their young players. If you look out, especially last year where you had a team made up of a lot of seniors. Those people were the same players that you had seen for 2 or 3 years before that. Bell will add a tray to her total at the end of the first quarter. The Braves leading an astonishing 22-4.
That's something you got to blame on the defense right there at the end. Offense of Mariemont dribbled right off her foot with 5 seconds left, and you're giving Nicole Bell another chance from 3.
And you're being lazy on defense. You're not getting out. There's no effort to, get a hand in their face. And, hey, if you're going to give Bell a 3-point shot wide open, she's going to knock it down 9.
Two threes wide open.
Yeah, I mean.
She's going to hit one.
9 out of 10 times she's going to nail them, and she nailed both. So, there you go.
There it is. You just can't leave her that wide open.
Me and Parker, you were talking about this earlier, about how Nicole Bell's size has kind of been talked about. Colleges have kind of turned away because of her size.
It's tough getting a look when you're what's her listed height? What's her listed height?
I believe it's
5'6",
5'7".
Is it? I feel like it'd be a little bit shorter.
No, I think she's about 5'2".
Yeah, I mean, like.
Wow. I don't know.
But like, the first thing they look at is on paper. You know what I mean? And it's just tough.
Yeah.
It's tough getting looks. You have to really, you have to really develop your game to where she's at to really, get any attention. And for her to do what she's done is really spectacular.
Well, Bell just had a rare mistake, turn the ball over, but not costly as they'll get the ball back.
It's not costly when you're up by 18.
I'm sure Marshall takes the same approach, Alex.
And a little pushing and shoving in the lane.
XU Xavier right here.
Okay, are we gonna just revert back to that every single play?
Ow.
Look at that play by Nicole Bell, just absolutely dominating the opponent right now.
Sophomore Miller checks in.
Again, some young talent getting some varsity level experience right now.
Yeah, 3 sophomores in right now.
Again, most of the starting 5 are seniors, so they will be.
Well, they only have 3 seniors on the entire team.
But those are the key players of this team: Bell, Newton, and Arrington. So that will hurt losing those 3 next year. But don't expect.
Yeah, that's not going to help the cause there.
Marsh will put her total. She'll add to it.
I mean, you can't knock the ball to the center because that's where they want you to put the ball. Any of those press defense is just so impressive.
See, I think maybe that play you let it go out of bounds because then at least, Indian Hill gets the ball, but you get to get back in half court and set up your defense.
Yeah, well, you set up a 3-on-1,
Yeah, exactly. You don't give your defense a chance to prepare for that. And
another.
Apparently they won't.
Nicole Bell's not dressed in blue.
Marsh goes up for the layup. Can't put it in, but gets hacked on her way up. She'll head to the stripe.
And see, that's how she picks up all of her assists right there. I mean, she could have probably just driven the lane and laid it in for 2. But instead, she unselfishly passes it to her teammate Marsh, and she'll have 2 opportunities here.
That's where star players, they just want to rack up their stats and just take it to the lane and get your basket. And that's what you see. Most star players, their assist category isn't that high. Maybe 1-2 a game. That's it. That's not the case with Nicole Bell.
I mean, and also with Nicole Bell, is that she's excited about building this program back up. She sees this as the bigger picture. She understands that this is her senior year and she's done after this. But I mean, it's still exciting because she thinks that passing to those younger players like Marsh is just going to develop their game.
Yeah, and Alex, you just mentioned that a lot of star players might just take that to the hole for themselves.
Yeah.
But for your point, Parker, she's excited about rebuilding the program, and for that she has to be a great example to the younger players. Be an unselfish player. And she's definitely, when those younger players see her doing that, that's how you rebuild a program.
we act like this program's dead. It's not. It's
Not at all.
flourishing. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's just not to the level that we used to seeing it, and that's just because of talent loss, like I mentioned before. But lots and lots of exciting things are going to come here.
Like you're saying, the program's not dead. It's not even close to being dead.
No.
You have a bright future
Yeah.
with the Coach Marshall, new coach, the young talent. There's a lot to look forward to the next couple of years.
I think the youth here, you know, they don't have a Nicole Bell player, but they definitely have some upcoming talent throughout their entire team. Actually, Nicole Bell's little sister, Sophie Bell, is a freshman here, and she'll be coming up possibly next year.
Yeah, sure.
Next few years, so.
Now she's not exactly her sister, but she's,
No.
you know, hey, she's a Bell. They're all athletic, every single one of them. There's like, there's many Bells out there, and I think
Yeah.
they all played, played
Basketball.
multiple sports, and yeah, basketball being one of them.
Just within her family, Austin Bell, her older brother, played. Adam Bell was a star here.
Yeah.
Nicole now, and Sophie coming up.
Too many bells to keep track of.
Also, their cousin Maddie Bell played for a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's true. Parker Bell plays
And
football
Parker Bell
and
played
basketball. I tell you what, man, that Bell family has contributed to Indian athletics unlike any other family.
I don't know, Fiore's.
Oh,
That's another
whoops.
thing.
Yes, the Fiories.
Wow.
You got-
Jacob Fiore
yeah, Jacob
now is playing for.
When I was in school, it was Michael and his older brother.
Jordan.
His name, no, his older brother. His
Oh,
name
his-
escapes me.
Well, Jacob's a senior, and he's playing on the boys' varsity team, and his little sister, Joni, is on JV this year for the girls. She's actually on the bench. She dresses varsity.
I mean, that's the exciting thing about small school athletics here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get families, and you know, I can say, oh yeah, I remember when his brother played. You know, and it was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't see that in St. X or Moeller,
No,
very
of course
often.
not.
You know what I mean? But at small schools like Indian Hill, Mariemont, Madeira, all those, you just see this huge cycle going through of family members playing at the top level. And it's just it really represents a community other than just a private school or something like that. Not to speak, not talk disrespectful to any of those, but this is an absolute community.
Push little rough foul there for Corinne Perry.
1st and 10.
15-yard penalty, personal foul.
You really don't want to send Mariemont to the free throw line, but this game was closer. That's something you don't want to do. Send your opponent to the free throw line with the clock stopped.
I mean, obviously not.
1-on-1 situation here. Bounces up and a lucky roll. We'll give her another shot. That's Julia Whittlesey at the line for the Warriors. She'll capitalize on both opportunities, going 2 for 2 there.
Bell, come down and answer back.
That's really how it's been.
From a three from downtown.
Yeah, that's how this game's gone so far. Newton will take her attempt at it. Bell with a nice offensive rebound. Great vision there. Unable to finish. Oh, but a great defensive play.
And she missed it again.
Oh, the rebounding.
Another miss.
No. Wow.
Nicole Bell
Not
with a
often
chance.
do you get that many opportunities and can't put one in the basket.
Cole Bell could have had 2 assists and a steal right there in a 1 possession.
Well, Sarah Arrington makes a great play there. Dishes to her sister, dishes back to her. She'll get the basket and the foul.
Basket and the foul.
Great
number
play
21,
there by the
Sarah
Arrington
Arrington.
sisters. The thing I noticed there is they got Sarah and Jessica there. Jessica, instead of taking, making contact, going up strong, trying to draw the foul, stopped and then looked for the pass. Either one works, but I still like the idea of going up strong and making the contact and getting that layup.
Yeah, let's take a look at the last 2 possessions. You know, no fouls, can't get in. Then finally someone hacks you and you lay it in perfectly.
Yeah.
Without for Sarah Arrington, you know, that's their center. That's their big girl down low, and she made a very athletic play there, and she'll finish the 3-point play from the line. Foul called there, sending Whittlesley to the line once again.
The line for Mariemont, number 3, Julia Whittlesley.
No good.
So Whittlesley, who made her first 2 attempts, can't do anything on those 2 attempts.
Wide open.
Wide open, and she will connect.
Number 11,
2-pointer. Foot was on the line there.
Steal by Arrington. This
Quick
is the
play.
Braves we're used to seeing.
The up tempo.
Fast-paced.
I honestly don't think they ran an offense in the past few years that much because all their points were off steals and fast breaks.
Yeah.
Rebound, dish,
You know,
up court, fast break.
I'm going to disagree with you that. Doc Rogers, he had an excellent offense in place when his, now it didn't seem like it very much.
Right.
But yeah, those days were pretty good.
Well, Garrison heads to the line. She'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity. Just off the mark on that. Newton with rebound, pushing ahead. Up court, Bell from the elbow.
2-point basket, number 12,
She's not
Nicole
missing that.
Bell.
Contested or uncontested, she's not missing that.
Great defensive play there by Bell, and she'll get another opportunity from behind the arc, and she'll put that one down.
Number 12,
Two.
I mean, it's incredible. How do you stop her? I haven't figured it out yet, you know? If she was contested, she would just drive right past the defender and lay it in. I mean, she defensively is always on top of her game and just knocks down threes like it's nothing. Nicole Bell is literally amazing.
Well, as the teams take a timeout, so will we. We'll be back in just a few.
Coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is a presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. The Video Department provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities of the ICRC.
Welcome back here at Indian Hill High School. The Braves have just dominated the Mariemont Warriors. They're up 35-8 with just over 2 minutes left in the first half. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead right now and thank Nicole Bell because I think we are the smartest people in the world right now because we have done so much talking about Nicole Bell.
Yeah.
Thank God that she has made our point for us.
She really makes us look like we know what we're doing out here.
Exactly. Arrington will get the rebound. She'll give it off to Bell. Puts the quick move on, the dish to the corner. Off the mark. Once again, a great defensive play, get in the hands, the face. Now the Braves will set up their offense. Kicks back, swings around. Bell with the baseline move and the nice pass to
Indian Hill basket,
Sarah
number 21,
Arrington, who
Sarah
lays it
Arrington.
right off the glass.
I like that left-handed move right there. Get the ball, strong left-hand move. Most players can't go up strong with both hands.
Yeah, brilliant point, Alex, there. Really, how do you defend that? I'm confused.
You don't.
They can't defend her, but she has done an amazing job defending them. She'll take it. Can't get on the layup, but makes another heck of a play and gets a jump ball. Wow, I mean, it's a rarity that you see Nicole Bell miss a layup, but she makes up for it instantly.
Don't say that very often, do we?
No, we really don't. Mariemont looking to set up.
20 seconds left on the clock.
Having a little trouble controlling the ball, but they'll get it to McCracken if he puts it up. 10 ticks left. Braves come storming down the court. Bell with 5. Dude, from behind the arc, and she'll put one in just before time. What was on the line once again? Wow, she's got robbed on that twice. Well, heading in to halftime, the Braves 39, and the Mariemont Warriors a measly 8. Take a look one more time at the play that finished the half. There it is as they head back into the locker room. We'll be back with second half action on IHTN. Welcome back to the second half of action. Oh, a traveling call will rob Sarah Arrington of a basket and give Mariemont the ball. Mariemont coming out looking decently strong, but not strong enough. As Arrington will take it away and quick back and forth. Arrington lays it in.
Mariemont's breaking the press a little bit easier than they were first half there.
Yeah, that's, I think, one thing that they didn't really expect. You know, coming out first play, Indian Hill gets a basket, comes right out into a full court press, an aggressive full court press.
Mariemont basket number 20, Elizabeth Keller.
Mariemont gets double digits.
Finally. Good play down low. Mariemont come up with the rebound. They'll slow it down now.
Mariemont doing a good job of swinging the ball around so far this half.
Yeah, I mean, they've shown great spirit for going into halftime down by 31 points. They've really come out and, you know, really competed. You know, sure, they're still playing Nicole Bell, but
Bell up and easy there.
How do you take that approach when you're down by 31 points at halftime? I mean, what approach do you take there?
you're playing for the Mariemont pride, man. You know, you gotta just keep fighting.
But what pride's left when you're down by 32 points?
Very true, but hey, that's what athletes say all the time, you know, no matter what the situation is, you play as hard as you can until that clock ticks 0. And that's something that the Braves have definitely done as Marsh adds to her total. Bell will get it and take the Braves down the court. Another travel call on Arrington. I don't know, that's the second time that ref has called a traveling violation on Arrington. And he's not even close to that play. Whittlesley just off the mark, back to the rim. Bell grabs the rebound quickly.
And almost got Almost got the end one there.
Quick move. She'll get to the basket, but like you said there, can't put it in, but grabs the foul. She'll head to the charity. No, they called it on the floor.
In the NBA, you typically get to follow that through there until the play is completely over.
Well, you usually get to, you know, the free throw line when you're hacked, when you're shooting, but
They called it on the floor.
Hey, Mariemont needs all the help they can get right now.
That's true.
Good job taking it inside there. This one's on the floor too.
Indian Hill foul number 11, Natalie Newton.
At least the refs are calling it both ways though, right?
that's very true.
Newton will pick up her third.
She really did a good job after her first two fouls of staying out of foul trouble the rest of the half.
Yeah, but this has really gotten sloppy here.
Haley Jacobs possibly going a little too quick. She'll get a traveling violation there and give the ball back to the Braves. Bell will drive, dish to Marsh for three, off the front of the rim. Rebound grabbed by Mariemont.
I thought that was a block right there, but no call given.
Warriors trying to find out. Okay, here's my problem with this play. Nobody was moving, and they were looking for a pass, but no one was moving.
Especially in a zone defense, you break it up by moving and passing the ball, not standing at the top of the key, just passing it back and forth, and taking a shot from the top of the key for three.
No,
That's not how you break it.
I absolutely agree with you. You know, you're trying to pick apart this Indian Hill defense, and it's tough to begin with, and when no one's moving, it becomes a little bit more, becomes just slightly tougher.
Like you said, it's hard enough doing it when you are moving.
I mean, and they love face guarding you, so they're going to be on top of you no matter what. You gotta keep going. So look at this.
They have absolutely no penetration into the inside. There's a pass inside, and look at that.
Mariemont making it look bad.
Basket number 13,
Yeah,
Mariah Morrow,
and they worked for it, man.
the 6-foot freshman. This is just in comparison why Indian Hill partly is dominated. You watch their offense like we were just talking about. Mariemont plays a very stalemate offense, and it gets them nowhere until they get that open inside look. Indian Hill constantly moving, always in motion.
Another thing I like about the Indian Hill offense is that every player can dribble the ball, whether it's the Arringtons, Bell, Marsh. Every person can dribble the ball on this team, and it really pays off for them.
Yeah, it makes your entire team more versatile because you can give the ball to any player at any spot in the court and not have to worry about it.
Bell for three.
Yeah, but really the signature mark of Indian Hill, like you mentioned before, Grant, was definitely turning defense into the offense. You know,
Fast breaks.
just if you watch this possession, you're going to see that whenever a player gets a ball in her hand, there's going to be an Indian Hill player with hands in their face, jumping up and down in front of her. You know, she's going to go in complete panic mode and try to pass it off to a teammate. Look, right here. Always someone there.
I like that play there. I like that play.
Yeah, that was a good play. But, like, you know, at every instant of that defense, they've covered every player, they've attacked every player, and usually that causes them to throw the ball away, and all of a sudden we're seeing a quick, fast break and a layup for two.
Well, Arrington finishes on the other side for three. Come back, grab a rebound, hand it off to Bell, and they'll start their offense. Quick move inside, the floater up and in.
That gives her 21 points tonight so far, and doesn't look like she's going to slow down. She's going to reach her average season more than likely here.
Her season average so far is 24. We're just in the third quarter, and she's already just a few baskets away.
Yeah, but when do you decide to take her out? It's 50-12.
Yeah, that's true. I say at the end of the third, I think she comes out.
You know, what seems like a gesture of kindness taking Bell out of the game. In the fourth quarter it is. If you take her out too early, that's kind of a smack in the face to Mariemont.
Yeah.
Arrington heads to the line.
I mean, the score doesn't lie, though. I mean, whether it's a smack in the face or not, the scoreboard doesn't lie. When if you're up 50-12 in the third quarter, and they take out Nicole Bell at halftime, it doesn't. I mean, I guess it is a smack in the face, but if the score's the same at that point.
Traveling violation called there. And that's just been today for Mariemont. Constant turnovers and a lot of unforced turnovers. Arrington drives with the right. She'll jump, stop, pop, bank it right off the glass, in for two.
You know, Nicole Bell's season average is 24. Do you guys happen to know what her career high is, points-wise? I mean, it's got to be up there, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'd be willing to bet that she's not close to it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like there was this one game where she's probably, put up 30, 35 points.
I want to see her. I like to see a
Maybe
game with her where she's playing either a player that's just as good as her or a team that's well-rounded, like a good team, because I can see her wanting to outdo that team and put up even more points and more assists and everything like that.
Well, I had an opportunity to see her in her, I believe it was sophomore year, state regional final game, and she played Tippecanoe, and Tippecanoe was 4th ranked in the state, and she dominated every aspect of the game. Nicole Bell does rise to occasions, even in the tournament losses against, say, an Alter or something like that. She's always put up big points. Teams have never been really able to stop her. They've stopped everyone else, but I mean, she just has all these skill sets. It's just difficult to continue to fight against Nicole Bell, because she just keeps scrapping until she's going to put up the 24 points a game.
Well, there's a fire raging in Garrison as she quickly starts to prove our eye on the athlete. Takes the ball in her own hands and has put up 2 quick baskets for the Warriors. Sarah Arrington putting it in there. End of the third quarter.
I think Mariemont won that quarter. Yeah, they played pretty good going inside, and they doubled their score from the first half.
They did well. We'll take a break, back for the final chapter of this one.
Without the generous support of the Indian Hill Boosters, the PTO, and the ICRC. Their grants have provided us with the equipment to bring Indian Hill sports off the field or gymnasium and into the community, and we appreciate all they've done to develop our television programming.
Welcome back, Indian Hill High School. The scoreboard has told the story of this game as the Indian Hill Braves 57, Mariemont Warriors just 16. But that 16 would have been a 12 if it wasn't for the playing of Meredith Garrison. She's getting angry. And Parker, what are your thoughts? She takes balls in her own hands and does what she.
I mean, Grant, you said 12. she scored 8 points so far. She has scored half of her team's points. I mean, look, Garrison is a great player on an okay team. She could probably start for any school in this conference in the CHL. Really, she's been a huge bright point and what has been a dull night for Mariemont.
Bell dishes inside to Arrington. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Braves will keep possession. Arrington looks to go inside.
Nice recovery there on defense. Garrison goes down.
Get a good look here at Nicole Bell. And there's Bell again. Look at her driving the lane, Alex, and just attacking the Mariemont defense, and it's still 57-16. She's still in there. Like you said, you mentioned that she probably should have been taken out by now. But, I mean, just always fighting no matter what's going on. And, it's the cherry stripe for 2.
I'd let her get her 24 points, and then I'd take her out. That's what I would do.
You're a stats guy, aren't you?
I'm all about stats. I'm the player that would rather rack up my own stats. I mean,
Well,
I don't care who
exactly
I'm
right
playing.
there, Emily Marksberry.
Yeah.
Checking in for
if I'm
Bell.
playing
Alex,
quarterback, I'm gonna keep throwing TDs. I don't care who it's against. It's gonna rock up my season total.
And hey, the paycheck at the end of the season, right?
Like Robert Griffin III, you gotta get the Heisman, right?
if only you actually played football.
Yeah, I'm still working on that.
Speaking of football, how about those Braves this season?
Yeah, they made a nice run.
Missed the tournament.
Surprised a lot of people, actually. Surprised me for sure.
Yeah, you got a bet.
That's true, I did have a bet. I lost that bet, but they really did surprise me. I didn't think they would be nearly as talented and be able to use as much as they did. Injuries kind of killed them, though.
Well, for all the Joe Paul incidents, we're saying that this Penn State team was one of the most untalented Penn State teams that Joe Paul's ever had, but was one of his best teams. If you don't understand that, it's just like saying, the talent wasn't there, but the team was. Played their hearts out.
Yeah, that's really probably just as powerful as talent. You have a lot of talent, or you have a lot of selfish star players like yourself, Alex. You're not going to do well.
Yeah.
You can have as much talent as you want, but if you don't have a good team chemistry, then you're going to go absolutely nowhere.
Take off the star in that player.
That's not true. That's not true.
Take off the player, too.
Look at the Heat.
Well, they're blessed because they have good chemistry and good talent. Great talent.
And no rings.
Oh, they're on the way to
0
not
rings.
1, not 2,
But
not
0.
3.
I 100% agree with that.
Not
They're
4.
going to win a lot of championships.
Not 5.
Said and done.
Not 6, not 7. That's according to LeBron James, of course.
But 0. 0.
Well, Perry puts her first points on the board with that.
I really like this Perry player. Anybody that's named Perry is going to be great at whatever they do. I mean, look at Rick Perry, look at Corinne Perry, look at Parker Perry. This, I mean, really, it's just amazing just how successful Perrys are.
Oh, pinning the siblings. I mean, what about Moranis? Rick Moranis, Grant Moranis, Nina Moranis.
Katy Perry.
Oh,
Oh,
good one.
yes.
Good one.
No matter what, just successful people.
Indian Hill foul number 2, Corinne Perry, her third team's fourth. At the line for Mariemont, number 20.
Perry picks up her third. That's not good.
It's because they're.
Indian Hill sub number 31, Samantha Belk.
Back
Emma
to the game
Griffin.
now.
It's. I mean, really, it's 60-17. What's you know, it's just a difficult, you know.
It is. It really is. But we'll do our best to inform you of what's happening.
It's a
Emma
blowout.
Griffiths just sank 2 from the charity stripe, and now you get to see what is the future of Indian Hill basketball. Well, the Braves will turn over the ball there and give it back to the Warriors.
Hey, but that was really good ball movement there by the Braves. They couldn't really find any shot, but they kept working at it.
Well, a nice play. Heading to the basket.
Indian Hill foul number 33, Emily Marksbury, her
Goes
first team's fifth.
Elizabeth
Mariemont,
Kraken,
number
but
21.
hacked,
Kraken.
so she'll head to the line.
Marksberry there on the foul.
Hey, you know, her sister Katie was amazing for that soccer team that went to the state finals, semis that one year, and I think she played for Xavier this year, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's the starting goalie at Xavier.
So I mean, XU got a lot of talent there. You know, just it goes right back to that. Families just helping Indian Hill athletics so much.
She was on the basketball team. She was a star.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in basketball, I mean, she was amazing. It was difficult getting inside on Marksberry because she was just a bulldozer down there.
Very true. As Marianne Miller picks up
Mariemont
foul there, she'll head to the stripe.
Kraken, her first team's eighth.
Nice free throw shooting for him right there. A lot of
Was
arc.
Nothing but net. And speaking of families, her little sister Macy is coming up through the Braves
The
organization.
farm system.
Yeah.
That's what we like calling it here on IHTN.
She'll go 2 for 2, making her total 2.
So it looks like Bell is sitting out. What did she have? 23 points to end the game.
Yeah.
Yep. That's impressive. Just and actually, she had a lot of rebounds too. Steals, defensive. I mean, and assists. Honestly, it would not surprise me if she finishes this one. It turns out she has a triple-double.
It's always nice to raise your points up, raise your average of points up, but it's always nice having that win instead.
Freshman Samantha Belk puts points on the board for the Braves.
A long 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to play in this game.
Mariemont
sides.
attempt after attempt, but nothing of it. Mariemont will sub in some of their players now. dish in. Jump ball called, and it will stay with the Braves. Marksberry gets the ball there with a double bounce pass. They'll go into Perry and off the mark, but
she'll get it next time.
Of course she will. She's a Perry. Whittlesey lays it off the glass.
Don't count Mariemont out yet.
With under 2 minutes left, down 64-22 as Bell puts up a three and puts down the three, making that 67 for the Braves.
All right, Alex, what do you think about that? Shooting threes with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go and being up 67-22.
It's your JV team, basically. And I
well,
mean,
she's actually a freshman.
She's on varsity.
I know. I completely agree with you guys. That's okay. You know, she's a freshman. You know, playing her heart out on a varsity stage.
Don't let a freshman score on you.
You know, but yeah, and that's true also. Like, you know,
unless
if you're
Nicole
going to let
Bell.
a freshman score on you, then
unless she's Nicole Bell.
I'd rather have Nicole Bell score on me than a freshman.
But
Nicole Bell scored on everybody as a freshman.
Some people are going to look at that and say it's running up the score. I say it's just,
I say no.
Yeah.
So with under a minute left, as the clock ticks down, the Braves will work around the perimeter. Not quite. Perry wants another shot at it. Can't get it there.
We've got 30 seconds to go, you gentlemen.
It's like New Year's Eve, just tick, tick. We're all in anticipation of that buzzer, this one. So it's an absolute blowout. Belk will add even more now.
Perry really wants
69.
Perry really wants her points, doesn't she?
That's 7 now. I mean, you got.
That was Belk.
My bad, that's Bell.
Perry's got one.
She's got 1 point.
On her free throw.
Yeah, but that point was awesome.
There it is. Happy New Year.
And your
Final score here at Indian Hill, 69-24. An absolute throttling for the Mariemont Warriors. Final thoughts, Parker Perry.
I mean, if you take a look at the game, obviously you can't take too much away from it. They, you know, it's been a big blowout. But Mariemont is definitely a program that's building. Indian Hill showing that they're still a competitor in the CHO title, which makes me really excited for the next couple months of the season.
Alex, any last words?
It was a great game, fought hard by both sides, and we just saw who was the better team here tonight.
Well, we thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, final score 69-24 Braves. Parker Perry, nice having you back. As for us at IHTN, I'm Grant Moranis alongside Alex Masali and Parker Perry saying good night, everybody.